Lights, camera, review.
Snow White is Disney's latest live-action film. Snow White flees the kingdom upon learning that her stepmother, the queen, orders to have her killed. The young maiden meets 7 dwarves in the enchanted forest, and they join forces to rebel against the kingdom. Mirror, mirror on the wall, how many ways could the live-action Snow White have been better? Let me count the ways. I went into Snow White with an open mind. The live-action Snow White is a disaster. This film had the potential to be fantastic, but it gets completely lost in the dark forest, erasing the magical wonders of what made the original a success. Let's talk about the casting, starting with Rachel Zegler. I disagree with others who say she is the downfall of this movie. She gives her best performance and a beautiful singing voice. She embellishes her own interpretation until it's all lost when she puts on the obvious costume signature dress from the animated movie. Gal Gadot has had her share of criticism as the evil queen. She's cartoonishly evil, and yet she is fun to watch. She has this flashy and Broadway-style song, All Is Fair. Her best performance is her transformation into the old hag. The real downfall of Snow White is the CGI dwarfs. If you're going to make a live action, why are the dwarfs CGI? Does Disney not know the definition of live action? The CGI doesn't do justice. The designs for the dwarfs are so disjointed. By replacing them with awkward CGI creations, the film totally robs the chance for actual performers who deserve these roles. And the voices for the 7 dwarfs are played mostly by actors of regular height. Martin Kleba, who voices Grumpy, is the only little person actor. The dwarfs are my favorite characters from the original movie. They're so fun to watch, have depth, and their interactions are funny. The live action ruins their characters, minuting their roles to shattered diamonds. And there's this whole other segment where Snow White meets a gang of 7 thieves. One of them is a dwarf actor. They have more characterization, and nobody knows what to do with the dwarfs. Why? That is the question. The film takes its own creative route in the first 20 minutes until it snaps back into a carbon copy of the 1937 animated film. There's no emotional stakes. Snow White should have been a completely different film. Other Snow White adaptations have done something different. Snow White is good and bad. I did enjoy some aspects of it, like the songs. Hi Ho is a fun sequence, but think of what it could have been like if it was a live-action sequence. Whistle While You Work is also a tuneful number between Snow White and the dwarfs. The original version made history in animated film culture. Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs has rich behind the scenes that evolved Disney. But not in the way this live action intends. Disney's latest live action is a major disappointment and has no spark or magic. Introduce the kids to the 1937 animated Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. I'm curious, what are your thoughts? Back to movies, my next review also has snow in the title. For Autism Awareness Month, I'm reviewing Snow Cake. Take a look at the film. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel or to my Patreon. My name is Marielle, and this has been another one of my movie reviews.